Coach, it's been a pretty competitive camp so far. The chance to put on the pads and get out here in a scrimmage. Overall, pleased with the level of competitiveness that you saw?
Yeah, I guess about 3/4. But we also had some softness, which was really embarrassing, and we got to get that fixed in a hurry. You would never have a guy being soft, and so we'll get that message across. We got to get that fixed because that's not who we are.
The chance to get into some game situations, the chance to have officials out here. This will be some valuable film for you and your staff.
Yeah, we needed officials because we were holding on both sides of the ball. We had a couple false starts. Maybe the pre-snap penalties are embarrassing, so we got to get that fixed as well. And we need the officials out here more often. These guys do a great job, but we got some stuff to clean up. And our guys are pretty conscientious, so we'll work on it.
Offensively, it seemed like they really started to click and hit some big plays there later in the part of the scrimmage.
Yeah, am I supposed to be happy with that or pissed? You know what I mean? Just coaching everybody. So sometimes we give up an easy touchdown. I'm like, what are we doing on defense? And our problem on defense is we ducked our head too much when we're tackling. And offensively, we held on the ball too much. I mean, quarterbacks had some time and they were just dancing around back there instead of finding the open guy quickly or taking off.
The positive on defense, it seemed like situationally they came up through in a big couple of spots.
Yeah, we have an active group of guys. We're not the biggest team, but we're fairly athletic, and we're still learning. We got to figure out who our guys are. But right now, it's a lot of good competition. So I feel good where we're at. 2 weeks into camp.
Through 2 weeks, what excites you about this team?
Well, I think they like playing. I think they have given great effort. They're a good group to be around. They're very, very conscientious, which is helpful. And of course, we require that. But I do think it's a group that loves football and likes being part of this program. So that gives us a great start.
The conscientious part of that, kind of expand on that a little bit. Like in what areas and how does that show through with this team?
A lot of times nowadays, guys are playing, they just like football. And we want guys that love it and need it. It's not the most important thing in your life, but while we're out here, it is at that moment. And, you got to have guys that love football. And we try to identify that in recruiting. We talk about it quite a bit that, hey, they're in an area, they're part of the country, they're in a program that everybody needs to love football. And I really feel good about that part because the way the guys work this summer and the way they're working now, I do think they love football.
All right, JB, the chance to kind of come out here in a little bit more game-like situation, kind of a welcome sight at the end of 2 weeks of camp?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Like, we came out here hitting today. We had a good time. We had to actually run our offense and not have to worry about tag or thug. We can actually go out and have some fun today, and I think we got better today.
Getting the officials out here, did that give you guys something else to kind of worry about and not worry about, but work through and get ready for a game situation?
Yeah, we need to do this. We need to practice. We need to have less penalties. It really brought the real game of football out today. Having all these penalties, we need to fix them.
What were some of the highlights for you today?
The touchdown I had, the touchdown that Sean Brown had. It's a big night for a tight end in the slot room today.
How much does that help you in practice, knowing that you've got other capable guys at your position? Does that kind of push each of you guys a little bit more?
Yeah, it pushes us and it reassures us. So when we need to go out, we have somebody we can rely on to go in and still perform.
So just kind of talk about the level of intensity that you guys have as you get backed up a little bit because you made so many big plays in key situations.
Oh, man. So at the end of the day, everybody has to do their 111. Don't try to make a play. Don't try to go out your way to make a play and stuff like that. Just play within yourself. Do what the coaches ask of you and all that, and the plays will come to you at the end of the day. And that's really it.
What was it like now that you're through 2 weeks of camp to get into some more game-like situations today?
So it gives a more realistic outlook on what your team is going to look like. Of course, we play in 19 days, so we got a lot to go over and things of that nature. So we'll go in and get those things together and all that. So, yeah.
A day like this, does that get you a little bit more excited for 19 days from now?
Yes, sir, it definitely does, especially playing in that brand new stadium and all that. It definitely gets you amped up. And like you say, that game-like situation, it just give you that butterfly feeling that you can't beat.